Good morning. Thanks for tuning into another installment on this day. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. I'm Christy, and I'll be taking you on this journey to the past, the present, the strange, and possibly other dimensions. That being said, let's hop in the car, pop in some tunes, and go for a ride. Today in 1940, Woody Guthrie penned "This Land Is Your Land" in his room at the Hanover Hotel in New York City. Written in response to Irving Berlin's "God Bless America" and originally titled "God Blessed America," the song was an ode to the beauty of the American landscape, as well as a sharp reminder that not all Americans were feeling blessed amid the Great Depression. Guthrie put the song to tape 4 years later, while in the 60s and 70s, a generation of folk musicians recorded their own versions of Guthrie's anthem. One of the United States' most famous songs, "This Land Is Your Land," was among the first songs to be chosen by the Library of Congress for inclusion in the National Recording Registry. In 2017, Jay-Z became the first rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. More on Sean Carter, the rapper, producer, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur, co-founded Rockefeller Records in 1995, dropping his own debut album the following year. Since then, the artist has published boundaries of his genre and earned more number-one albums on the Billboard 200 than any other solo artist, including his collaborations. Jay-Z fellow inductees included producer and songwriter Max Martin, Kenneth "Babyface" Emmons, and Motown founder Berry Gordy. In 2002, the Bee Gees made their final their final concert appearance as a trio at the Love and Hope Ball in Miami Beach, Florida. The brothers formed the group in 1958 and rose to fame in the late 60s before becoming one of the most influential acts in disco. On January 12, 2003, Maurice Gibbs died unexpectedly from a heart attack, leading to the surviving brothers' decision to retire the group name. The Bee Gees received their Grammy Legend Award that same year. In 2019, Ariana Grande became the first solo artist to hold 3 spots on the Billboard Hot 100 in the same week with 7 Rings, "Break Up With Your Girlfriend on Board," and "Thank You, Next." The achievement was previously accomplished by the Beatles in April 1964 with "Can't Buy Me Love," "Twist and Shout," and "Do You Want to Know a Secret?" Let's hit the streets and talk facts with factoids. Today is known as Banana Bread Day and Dog Biscuit Day. In 2022, in televised statement, the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, announced that he would conduct a special military operation against Ukraine. In 2020, China announced that the coronavirus had created the country's worst health emergency since 1949. In 1999, Eminem's album, the Slim Shady LP, went on sale. This was his first major album, and he recorded it at Studio 8 in Ferndale, Michigan. Fernando. Whoa. Also, in 1999, Silent Hill, the first installment in the Silent Hill series, was released for PlayStation. Many early reviewers of Silent Hill criticized it for being a clone of Resident Evil, but the only thing they had in common were the fact that they were both horror games. Most importantly, Silent Hill created a truly disturbing atmosphere for its players, more in line with psychological horror than the more classic visually disturbing horror games. In 1997, the full-length uncensored version of Schindler's List aired on NBC, receiving 65 million viewers. In 1996, the movie Trainspotting arrived in UK cinemas. In 1991, President H.W. Bush gave Iraq the ultimatum that they had 24 hours to get their forces out of Kuwait or face war. In 1945, during World War II, the German town of Pforzheim was annihilated in a raid by 379 British bombers. Nearly one-third of the town's population was killed in the air raid, and about 83% of the town's buildings were destroyed. Let's hop on with trivia. Question: Dubliners was written by which author? Answer: James Joyce. Question: what was the book Salem's Lot by Stephen King about? Answer: vampires. I'm more of a lycanthrope myself, but whatever. Question: the character Sancho Panza appears in which book? Answer: Don Quixote. Bonus question: who painted the creation of Adam? Answer: Michelangelo. Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Pop. Oh, sorry, wrong Michelangelo. Anywho, on to birthdays. 1952, Brad Whitford. 1955, Howard Jones. 1958, David Sylvian. 1962, Michael Wilton. 1963, Rob Collins. And 1986, Skylar Gray. If it was your birthday today, happy birthday to you. You can catch us here 7 days a week with Brian the Rockstone on WCDI. And don't forget to check out the Top Rope Report every Sunday and Wednesday. Have a great day, y'all. Ciao.